here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken short. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180. So we got man.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team.
And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's make these babies cry. Real.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Exit.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robertson. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of,
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Trubisky to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
And watch the 33.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Pistol. Protein spill. Real. Run.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pistol.
Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robertson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Chubb running right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Here we go.
Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. 180. 56. Check. Hot route. Hot. Kill.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 22, Trubisky. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bengals first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mayfield now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. No, check that. Hey, wahoo.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Bengals.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Hey, ball.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now Trubisky on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
Right there, 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 26-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
65. Real. Greystone, travel. Alert. Hey, Echo.
Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 23.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of it. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They run again on first down. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robertson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Trubisky now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10.
Bravo!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jordan Hicks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 53 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
It's caught. Beckham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robert Foster there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
180! Right there, 56. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Hey, 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mayfield to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh!
Coming! I'm coming!
Check nine!
You go tight! You got tight! You got tight right there!
Five!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, watch the ship!
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Five. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready? Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now they try the right side here. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
The play fake. Fields being chased out left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
First down, a run with Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. This is Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Let's go. Dirty base.
At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Get that quarterback,
On second down now. It's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-0 our score after one.
With the score, Eagles 6, Giants nothing.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Fields. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Sponge. No. Check safety.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
You're out. Switch. Defense.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Set up. 50. 15 line. 15 line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready.
Is the mic. 47 is the mic. Good track, good track.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First down, Philadelphia.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Deuce.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Rush in. Rush 6. Pull it high. Jump. Check it back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stay with your man. Check 31, check 31. Shift. He's coming. We got double up. Alert,
now they'll run it with Cohen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh? Since he didn't get much done in the first half, now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Set 60 Pittsburgh.
On first down, Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on, set 60 outlaw.
That's trash. That's
Takes 3. 218, get it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush.